Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. In the last episode, we've took down our last few hunt marks, the Bray and the Atomos, I believe. And in this episode, we'll be tackling a few last side quests before going on to finish up the main story proper, or continue the main story proper. Anyway, and off screen, I grinded up all of the sandalwood chops. Let's see. The pinewood chops, in order to get access to a sandalwood chop. Let me show you that here. You need about 32, and I do believe you can actually just buy them if you want, but otherwise you just have to do that little side quest we had to do with Jewels before getting to the Draclor Laboratory. Once you've got them all, come back to this area in the back after you've ridden the cab, talk to the docent. I see you have a sandalwood chop. Would you care to go to Central now, sir? Take me, please. I've never been to Central Arcades, so I will have no idea what's through here. I decided to do that stuff off screen because it was boring. Like, really boring. I was bored to tears. Anyway, as you'll see, there's a cockatrice here. And it's Agatha. Oi, that ain't no way to be looking at a bird. Better stay away if you don't fancy a peckin'. I need me grub if I'm gonna make something of myself, and I better start making something of myself soon while I still got some feathers in it. Yeah, you heard me. Cockatrices can make something of themselves, and I'll prove it. I'll be one of them belly weathers you see if I won't. Don't know what, though. Hang about. What if I was to find a proper classy fellow and get itched? Yeah, that ought to do it. That'll do it, no trouble. Now then, how'd I find a classy mate? Well, I saw a prim cockatrice in Old Arcades. Oh, really? In Old Town, you say? Well, he does sound classy. I bet he's right off with blue blood and everything. Probably down in Old Arcades, helping the poor or something. Thank you very much, darling. Well, I'd better be off on and meet this handsome unk then, hadn't I? Ta-ra! Have this for your trouble, will you? Go on, don't be shy. Take it! Take it before I change me mind. Ooh, Tumulus, hand bomb. Right then, if you come back when I've made something of myself, I'll sort you out, alright? Make you a senator or something. Yeah, I don't know if we actually need to follow up on that. You'll remember, well, the first time I arrived in Arcades, I saw a cockatrice down in Old Arcades. And I went and talked to it, and it mentioned that it wandered there from somewhere, and it's been here a while. I'm gonna go check on her. Or him. Him, her. Either or. Anyway, yeah, in this episode, as you can probably already tell, we're going to be doing the Great Cockatrice Escape. Or rather, finishing it up, since I've already done parts of it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I decided to teleport there rather than taking the cabs and then walking down to Old Arcades, because those cabs take forever and it's an unskippable cutscene and I hate them. I thought you had to ride the cab in order to get to the Central Arcades, but no. And he's gone. I guess she really did find him, and she probably took him back to Giza with her, because once you got the Tumulus, that part of the Great Cockatrice Escape is considered finished. Anyway, let's go ahead and teleport over to Rabanastar. Don't know why I'm rolling my R's excessively. Our next cockatrice target is in Rabanastre, and you have to make sure you've gotten the one that's in Eryut village first. I believe its name was Chit. Anyway, the Rabanastre cockatrice, he is in the northern part of the city, just past the, what's the name of the place? It's Clan Centurio. He's north of Clan Centurio. And just like with that cockatrice in Central Arcades, we're going to have to run him down and talk to him. However, unlike the one that was in Old Arcades, this guy is pretty fast. I think. Oh, yeah. You talk to him, he runs off, and then... Oh man, messed that up. Yeah, not exactly easy. Crap baskets. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for him right around here. I'll see you guys when he finally shows up. Finally caught it! Alright, so when you actually finally catch it 20 years from now, because this thing is stupid and annoying and it's a stealth section in a game with absolutely no stealth mechanics! Anyway, once you catch him, answer no when he asks you, "What's all this? Are you ruffling my feathers?" Well, personally, I would love to murder this thing in cold blood. Do forgive me for running away as I did. Since departing my home on Giza Plains, I've been gripped by the most horrific paranoia. As it happens, I recently came of age, whereupon I found myself in dire need of a mate. Sadly, Giza's candidates were underwhelming. So I quit those desolate plains, and soon found myself set upon by beasts intent on eating me, humans intent on selling me, barbarians all. I wish they had succeeded. Then it all became clear. Chit! She was the one. If she had returned to the plains, then I too would go home. I already talked to Chit, so I think he's going to, let's see, wait up north maybe? If I have to hunt this thing down again... Hold on. North of the area? Well, north is pretty specific. There's absolutely no... Oh, there he is. Okay. Tell me, has Chit returned home? Yes, actually. Why, yes! I can smell her pungent plumage on you even now. If you'll pardon me, I'm going to make for home at once. Do visit me in Giza, will you? Oh, and take this, a small token of my gratitude for everything you've done. Farewell. Deathbringer, okay. Alright, and then I only have one more cockatrice to find for the Great Cockatrice Escape. You know, if I do visit Ren again on the Giza Plains, it will be to completely murder him. Anyway, let's talk to the Moogling attendant, and we're going to teleport to the South Gate. Then it's off to the port at Balfenheim. let's see. Who are we talking to? The Chocobo Wrangler first. Oh dear, a very strange chocobo has mixed in with my flock. I don't remember raising that bird, but it seems happy enough to be here. I've tried to put it out, but it keeps coming back. My, that's an awfully pretty feather you have there. What a strange feather. Did you hear something? Huh? Who said that? You heard me? I'm a chocobo, innit? Just 'cause a bloke won on a short side, it don't mean I'm no bloomin' cockatrice. People these days, no respect. And they're even worse back in Giza. Can't do nothing. Go for a stroll. Stroll and they stick your back in your pen. I put up with it for years, but when I saw me chance, I was off, and I ain't never going back. Not that they'll find me out here, of course. Did you just hear that? How odd. I wonder what it was. Alright, and then after that, talk to the Miffed Moogle. Kupo. Now that's an odd-looking chocobo. Say, is it cheaper to hire one of those, Kupo? And then talk to Gertie. Hey, Gertie, how much to hire that funny-looking chocobo? Actually, I've never seen that chocobo before in my life, Kupo. But I'll take Gil for it. Kupopo, that's cheap. Well, I'm off, Kupo. On the road again, at last. Blimey, what's your game then? I ain't going nowhere, mate. I'm happy here. Thanks for asking. Here, this for you, Kupo. If you hadn't noticed this chocobo when you did, I never would have gotten out of here. Yeah, Defender. Ooh, that's the next great sword. Let's go, Kupo. Giddy up. Oh, that a below the belt, that is. You knew how I couldn't resist a good giddy up, didn't you? Somehow you knew. What's a poor bloke to do? All right. Have it your way. Whatever makes you happy. Wouldn't want you unhappy, would I? Blinking cheek. Or it ain't half hard. It ain't half hard being a chocobo. Squawk. Wait, why didn't he just write it? Alright, anyway, that does it for the Great Cockatrice Escape, because I already got the other cockatrices located in Erute Village, Jahara, and the Dalmasca Ester Sand. So, yeah, that makes all 6, if I'm counting right. Probably. Anyway, my next destination is going to be Bujerba. Now, this quest, you don't have to start in Bujerba, but it's available as soon as you're able to take a private airship or a public airship from Bujerba, from Rabanastre or whatever, which is unlocked shortly after you get to Bujerba. But this side quest can't be completed until you've arrived at Balfenheim. So, first, what you're going to do is take a flight to Rabanastre, and you're going to go by Leisure Craft. Yeah, there's a cutscene of the ship leaving. I'm just going to skip that because it's annoying. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome you aboard on behalf of the East Ivelisen Company. Your captain for our voyage is Mr. Urbna, with Mr. Ardeen, his first officer. I am Chief Steward Giselle. We have cabins available should you wish to retire for the remainder of your journey, and please let me know if I may be of any service. Kupo. Oh, miss! I've shopped, taken in the sky, and now I'd like to rest in a cabin, Kupo. I'm not having any luck finding one, though. Where are they? You mean to rest until we arrive? The cabins are right this way, through the Sky Saloon. Give your name to the chief steward, and she'll have a room prepared for you. Ah, we never looked in there, Kupo. We thought they might be up on the deck. Thanks for the help. Yeah. So, riding an airship by Leisure Craft like this gives you access to some vendors who I think sell some accessories. No, they just sell chronospheres and handkerchiefs. Very useful items. Oh, I forgot about this one. Teleport stones and Geishel greens. Neat to know. Okay. Anyway, for this side quest, you don't really need to do anything in particular except go into the Sky Saloon and talk to the Chief Steward. One thing of note is that these voyages don't end until you rest to finish the voyage. What is it you want? We're in the middle of a personal and rather important conversation. Get lost, why don't you? Randy, he's a passenger. Mind your tongue. I apologize for my companion's behavior. We have cabins available if you would like to rest until we make port. Would you like me to show you to your cabin? Who's this Randy? No one. Truly, just a gentleman, and I use the term loosely, who does not know when enough is enough. Enough is enough? Ha! Will you listen to her? Anne, I tell you, you defy all reason. What sane woman would decline a proposal of marriage from a man of my birth, stature, incomes, and obvious charms? Can your mother really mean all that to you? I've told you 1,000 times. You must forget these people back in old Arcades. Forget my own mother? The mother who raised my sisters single-handedly after my father died in the war? I would never marry a person like you. How many times must I tell you? You seem to share your sister's dislike of the noble house Lurschel. But what grudge could you possibly harbor against us? You and your brothers are among the most vulgar men I've ever met. And I've known many vulgars, using your father to find out where we work. Speaking of work, I'd better get back to it. If you would kindly take your leave, I've a proper passenger to attend to. Yes, your passengers. An idea comes to mind. Might I interest you in a game of sorts? Sorry, guy, I'm already playing one. What manner of game? Last year, for your mother's name day, you and your sisters each sent her a gift you'd found along the routes you work, yes? What of it? This year, I propose that you each gather a flower for your mother, and that this boy here informs each of your sisters of the arrangement. If he can deliver the message to every one of them, my brothers and I will abandon all hope of marriage to you and your sisters. Absurd! You expect a perfect stranger to willingly go from airship to airship delivering this message of yours? She has a point. 6 ships, 6 sisters. Quite a lot of work for someone we don't know. Better to forget the whole business. And me? I'll begin making the necessary preparations for our wedding. I'm sorry you've gotten involved in this, sir. If you do see my sisters on the other airships, perhaps you could show them a letter for me. They're chief stewards, like myself. I can't remember the last time I had more fun. Already visions of you and your sisters joining the noble House Lurschel fill my mind. Yep, that's the side quest. Gotta take the different airships between each of the major cities that offer public transportation. So you need to go from Bujerba to Rabenaster, Bujerba to Balfenheim, Balfenheim to Arcades, Balfenheim to Nalbina, Arcades to Nalbina, Arcades to Rabenaster, and Nalbina to Rabenaster. So naturally, I'll go ahead and cut around so that way it's not so boring to watch, because it's just getting on and off different airships and making sure I visit all the different ones. Let's see, so we're in Rabenaster now. Let's go to Nalbina next, because there are only 2 from Nalbina. Alright. Sorry, the guide I found just lists them in that order, but that is obviously not the most ideal order to go through, because then you're just teleporting back to the same city just to ride out of it. Hopefully I'll have a good order for you. How may I help you, sir? We have cabins available if you'd like to rest until we make port. Would you like me to show you to your cabin? Well, I have a letter from Anne. From Anne? My sister Anne? Well, I'm Liddy. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now, you said you had a letter for me? Flowers this year, eh? I suppose that would make Mother happy. But what manner of glamour has set you out delivering letters for my sister? Well, no matter. Here's the letter back. You've still some sisters to go. Good luck. Wait, how do you know that? I have a letter from Anne. You know my sister Anne? Well, I'm Twara. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now, where's that letter? A present from Mother. A lovely idea, gathering flowers for her name day, don't you think? But why deliver this letter for her? Ah, she must have some new magic up her sleeve. She's always had a penchant for such. Here now, take this letter back. My sister Carol should be next. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no matter which ships you go or in what order, you're going to run into different sisters each time. See, I think there will always be a guy standing there, and if you're on a ship you've already been to, that guy won't be there. I have a letter from Anne. A letter from Anne? You know my sister? Well, I'm Carol. Pleased to make your acquaintance. So, this letter... So it's to be flowers this year. Mother will delight in that. She's always liked flowers. But what brings you here, errand boy? She weave her magics on you. Here's the letter back. You've still got our 3 youngest sisters to go. Say hello to San for me when you see her, will you? Yeah, I don't know how they know, but they'll keep you updated. Don't need to worry about that. I have a letter from Anne. A letter from Anne? How exciting. I'm San, by the way. Pleased to make your acquaintance. So, where is it then? Flowers for Mother's name day this year? Father used to give her flowers all the time, now that I think on it. I'm shocked that Anne would ask this of a passenger, though. You've already visited all of my older sisters, have you not? I have a letter from Anne. Really? Well, hand it over then. Oops, where are my manners? My name's Liseth. Pleased to make your acquaintance. When I joined the East Evilise Company, Mother gave me a small white bouquet. Yes, I think I like the notion of giving her flowers. Good as the idea may be, I'm not certain it was right of Anne to ask a passenger to do this. You must be tired visiting all these ships. But there's only one left now. Our youngest sister, Cosette. She must be on the one route you've yet to visit. And sadly, they won't tell you what that is, but they're fully aware of how many of their sisters you've visited. I have a letter from Anne. You have a letter from my sister? Wow! Oh, I'm Cosette, by the way, Anne's youngest sister. But you knew that, right? Well, anyway, let me see. Flowers? What a smashing idea. I'll be sure to find something Mother will like. You've already delivered the letter to my other sisters, haven't you? Well then, you've done it. I don't believe this. You really pulled it off. Pulled it off? What are you talking about, Dayman? We had a wager going. If we won, you and your sisters would marry into House Luschel. If we lost, we'd stop courting you entirely. Everything rested on whether this boy would deliver your sister's letter. Rande said he'd pick up someone who didn't spend much time on airships. How horrible! Playing games over something like this. Inconceivable! Well, I suppose you can busy yourself telling your brothers the outcome of your little wager. Blast it all! I'm sorry for all the trouble we put you through, sir, but you really have helped us. Thank you so much. How silly of me. I should give you something after all you've done. Here, take this. Ring of renewal, neat. Between you and me, my sisters, we'll give our mother a name day she'll not soon forget. Or old Arcades or not, nothing's more important than family. Alright, and that handles the, I'm gonna call that the, no means yes side quest, since those guys thought no meant yes, like a bunch of idiots. Like, you know, like those kids who ran around Harvard chanting no means yes and yes means anal. Morons. Anyway, that will do it for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Spaced Oyster, signing out.